Hello everyone, my name is Princess Adelie, the Retro Gaming Idol. Welcome back to the wonderful wide world of Kirby. Kirby Superstar is ironically one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, and I have a lot of favorite Super Nintendo games, so, you know, take that for what it is. Hello? Okay, that's my practice run earlier, we can launch that. Alright, so as I mentioned previously, this run incentive was met, so we're going to be doing our wonderful gourmet race twice, once during the run and once at the end of the run. So come enjoy, come grab your friends, grab a snack. I am going to grab a lot of snacks because I'm playing Kirby. So you know what? Let's get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. I don't know why my shortcuts are just like that, but whatever. Alright, welcome to Kirby Superstar. Spring Breeze is your first game. I call this all main games because the category that's listed on speedrun is really weird. And it literally puts all the runs from the actual any percent, which is only 4 games. And then it puts all the runs that are like the 100% but not category. It's really weird, so I just shortened it to AMG. Don't really need the food, I'm gonna grab it anyways, because we're trying to feed the kids, you know? Be like Coach from Left 4 Dead, gonna grab everything I can. So stage 1, Wispy Woods is your boss. Nothing out of the ordinary here. It's the Kirby boss from like the old days and the new. Absolutely nothing special about that boss. He'll drop apples from the ceiling if you have nothing to kill him with. Stage 2, Float Islands. Grabbing Fighter there isn't a bad thing. There's a ton of different powers in this game. I have a few favorites, and I'm going to be switching into one right here. I like to be food. Alright. So my nickname in the Kirby community is the Ice Queen because my favorite powers are Ice and Mirror. Ice is a really good high DPS power, and Mirror is really hard to deal damage to, so... That's where the term Ice Queen comes from. From Princess to Queen. Isn't that a nice promotion? I thought so too. Alright, so we're gonna grab our friend Crash right here and go deal with this boss and hopefully not get trolled by it. 3, 2, 1, no help patrols! That's not what normally happens, but you know what? I'll take it. I was not expecting Ice Helper to one-shot that. Usually, before the helper moves, you get the chance to press crash and kill both of them, but you know what? Where's the timer? Oh, hold on. You are correct, because the timer is down there on the layout for some reason. There we go. Thank you, fixed. I want that, gimme. I don't use helper for most of the run, except for casually transporting a power I need. Yeah, the layout was a little bit weird, but I fixed it. Mirror is my, yeah, as I mentioned, it's my second favorite power in the game. Okay, this room kills me more often than not, so we're just gonna take it a little bit safe there. Because I usually try to short jump, and I'll try to attack those things, and I will just flat out get destroyed. Good news, ice bricks take a ton of life off bosses. It's really, really good damage. Ice is really strong damage. Fire is also decent damage, but I feel it's a little bit slower. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that on there. Whoops. Don't worry, I just wanted to get to them. I wanted to get to the meat of the run. Haha, more Kirby food jokes. But you didn't know I was a Sailor Scout. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Venus is ironically... Venus and Jupiter are my spirit animals, so... That's why you just randomly got to see one there. Don't worry, my identity is safe. Nobody knows it's me. So anyways, DDD here is actually really jump happy for some reason. Whenever you damage him, he changes attack patterns, so that's why you just stun lock him with ice, but he just kind of double jumped me right there, which was really weird. Analysis. Yeah, you're right, Mike is a kaiju. And 3-2 is a 3-2. Wonderful, wonderful 3-2. So anyways, second game, Dynablade. We don't need to explain copy, because, you know, it's the most simple thing to do in a Kirby game. And was probably explained during the first tutorial as well. But the game assumes this is the first game you're playing for some reason. Even though the other one is like, oh hey, is this your first time playing Kirby? The actual any percent run starts here and skips Spring Breeze, so... Yeah, don't ask, that's why I don't like the any percent true anyways, so... You don't get to play all of Kirby, you just get to play part of the game. So Cutter here is a really, really strong dash power, but the actual damage potential of it's pretty bad, so I don't really keep it very long. You'll just see me dash with it because it's actually really easy to do it. Don't worry. Tomorrow, I'm gonna give it a small spoiler. I am not a Sailor Senshi, totally. You saw nothing. But there is something else I have special planned for you tomorrow on that particular little spot, so be sure to check it out. But between those runs and this run, we have a lot of things to do today. The other half of the Kirby mini block here with EDC is up next, and I'm looking forward to watching that too. Because thankfully, I'm not ending my run at a super late o'clock for me. More or less. I mean, Kirby's Dream Land 1 was basically, like, almost powerless, more or less. Because Kirby Dream Land 2 was, like, pets plus powers. And by pets, I mean partner animals, but, you know, you get the idea. Alright, so we're going to be ditching our cut dash here and killing him because he's a troll. Okay. Time for the other half of my Ice Queen status, the mirror. Mirror is incredibly strong, but it's very underused. For the simple fact nobody knows how to dash properly. The dash is really good because you displace yourself when you're doing it, so you don't really take damage from like anything. There it is. So in the any percent, you can actually skip that room right there. I just don't, because I don't know that track. You are going to hold this for me. That's basically all the helper is good for in one player. There's a 1-up back there if you want to make a pit stop, but at the same time you don't really need it. This isn't a particularly challenging Kirby game. You have fun with that. I'll take this for now. So hammer is like the strongest attack in the game. You can also throw it for big damage too, which I will abuse later on in the run. Try to get yourself as short as possible if you're looking for speed. If you're looking as long as possible, you can get some 1-ups out of these stages at the bonuses as well, so something to keep in mind. Okay, stage 3, we're going into our cave here. Nothing special about this cave. You can detour yourself over there if you want to, but I'm not going to. Because we gotta go speedy zoom zoom for the kids. Oh yeah, that's why I don't like helpers normally, because helpers will just grab onto your feet and weigh you down by a lot and kill you half the time. It's brutal. So, I didn't want to heal you. I'll be using Mirror much later, because it's one of my favorite powers in the game, so I'm going to use it as much as possible. It's just not good versus the final boss of Dino Blade, so that's why I don't use it. There goes the 1-up, crap. I don't know why I stopped in there, probably because I was low on health. Like, it was a complete autopilot reaction, by the way. I didn't even realize I did it until after I had done it. The game, like, my body was, like, reacting to, like, holy crap, you need to actually heal. There we go. Wish helper would hurry up and go away. But I'm gonna let it do it on its own because I don't have the time to stop and dismiss it twice. Because you have to juggle your powers in order to dismiss it, and it's just faster to watch it explode. You know what? Fine. So yeah, unfortunately helpers can revive themselves if you manage to grab a power that wasn't their origin power. Okay, I messed that up. I guess I can show off what happens when you get a crit. You get 3 useless 1-ups. But yeah, if your helper touches a power while they are dying out, it isn't the origin power, like the same one that they had, they will form into the new power and refill their life entirely. It's good for 2-player mode, actually. Which, yes, this game does have a 2-player mode, and some of the helpers are extremely fun to play. Especially the copy one, which is ironically the most abusable thing on the planet. Why is that, you ask? Well, the thing about copy helper is it has the ability to copy into stuff, right? What happens when you get low on health? It explodes. But guess what? It doesn't matter for the simple fact that Copy Helper can throw out his old power, get a new power, and refill his life. It is stupid abusable, especially if you're like playing a game that's actually kind of difficult, like Meta Knight. Milky Way Wishes can be a little bit challenging too, so like either of those 2 modes, that's pretty busted, honestly. So Copy is useful going for early if you're going to go into 2-player run. Okay, suplex, you're useless. Just explode, thank you. Please don't. Okay. Oh, crap. Why won't you die? Actually, wait, you can get kidnapped here. Aw, you're defending yourself. Save the frames! Save the frames, save the frames. The only time I will ever advocate in Nintendo lore for actually saving the frames is literally getting rid of Helper in Kirby Superstar. Because if you like have ever watched me during like any sort of random Mondays or anything we have here on RGL that's Super Metroid related, you always know that I will say save the animals. Not here. I want the Helper to just vanish into the ether immediately. I am going to just make him do stuff, so whatever, I guess. So Hammer Uppercut is ironically the stupidest amount of damage in this game in a single move. It takes a little bit to charge up, but it can one-shot a lot of stuff, including bosses like this. The timing's a little bit different too, so... we'll be using that much later. Okay, there we go. I didn't screw up again, yay! So my 80% AMG record is about 112, which is good enough for like, I think low 80s on the SRC leaderboards. But then again, as you remember, I explained that the leaderboards are all jacked up, so it is what it is. I'm probably like in the upper half of people that would be doing this category, as opposed to doing like true 80%. This is Dynablade. Dynablade is Angie Mommy. Just protecting your kids, I guess. And we're just, like, invading her turf for some reason. Because, I don't know, what was the lore? She wanted to... okay. That happened. She wanted to, like, take the food for her kids or something. And, you know, that's actually kind of noble cause. Kirby's a homewrecker. Alright, so here is our first run of Gourmet Race. We will be getting a second helping later because the donation incentive was met, so we're going to be coming back to this in a little bit, and we'll see if we can beat our best time here. Gourmet Race, pretty simple. 3 rounds of holy crap, go fast. This is how you learn to actually dash on Kirby, like, at a really good pace. Just eat more than DDD. Wins count for a lot of food, though, so you can afford to just drop a few points of food here and there. Because wins give you like 20 or 30 points, something ridiculous. So yeah, hopefully you all are getting the chance to get up, have a snack, get some water, refresh yourself. Make sure you stretch your legs every hour or so because it's good leg circulation, it's good health. Or if you're just resting in bed comfy watching, we also appreciate you being here for this wonderful event we hold every year for Random Acts, so... I have been having a good time this weekend. If you want to reference something that is really a good time, watch my Zelda run from last night. That thing was funny. So, stage 3 here, you get the access to have powers to it. I am going to be taking Wing here through this stage because Wing is really good for horizontal movement. It's not so good for vertical movement because it requires you to button mash, but horizontal movement, it's just absolutely overpowered. Use it to give yourself a little bit of a head start into the water here. And we're out. Okay. We'll see if we can beat our time in the second helping. So 197, dang. 150.24. Okay. Noted for later. Alright, now that we've completed that, let's get on to our next game, the Great Cave Offensive. This is where the run will actually differentiate between the 100% run. The 100% run grabs every treasure here and goes through all the actual paths of the castle. We don't have time for that, so that's why we play any percent AMG instead. Go away with you. Some of these treasures are kind of cool though, honestly. If you're just playing for the first time casually, like, just check out the treasures. They're actually really cool. And it makes you feel like an actual, you know, adventurer. Okay, I usually grab that second one accidentally, so that was actually really good. Actually, this is going better than my practice run earlier. Well, not that, but... Rude. So your options are just deal damage to kill blockers here. If you have a power that can actually let you break those blocks, you can actually send this thing to the Shadow Realm, but you'll lose the power, obviously, so... I'm not taking that to the boss anyway, so I don't care about it. I'm gonna grab health here. I know where all the safety food is, so I'm just gonna run through that. It doesn't matter if I lose a power here, but I still want to keep fighter until the end of the section. Like, if it gets taken by tack there, I don't particularly care about losing it. Why? Because mirror is right here, and that's all I need. Welcome to one of the recurring bosses in the game, which is Fatty Whale. Fatty Whale is kind of fat and a whale. Wow. That was a perfect Fatty Whale, holy crap. That could not have gone any better with my current power loadout at all. So in between each Great Cave Adventure area, you have this little minecart section. You can grab yourself a maximum tomato to refill your life here, and your helper if you have one. Whale and Uffle. Oh dear, that pun was pretty bad. Alright, welcome to the Crystal Castle section. This is mandatory. Not all parts of it are though, so hey, that's something. We're gonna be going this way. You can go the other routes for treasure, I don't care. Good. You leave my mirror alone, thanks. I'm gonna take the safe route and keep my mirror and not let that thing steal it, because it will try to grab it if I try to go up to the ceiling right there, like it usually tries to. Alright, so Crystal Castle boss is... RPG battles! There are 3 of these total in the game. Now this boss pattern here will not be in the other 2. These are the only times you see these 3. Except for this one. This is the first boss out of the other 2. Yep. When you block with mirror, you reflect projectiles, which is busted. So let's celebrate here. That's enough for a level up. Humor points, nice. Honesty points, good. That's not good. 3 beauty points, awesome. 2 fever points, also not good. And 1 love point, I got shafted. That was pretty unbalanced stat level ups, I'm not gonna lie. There's a little speed boost trick to the minecart. If you tap the brakes a little bit when it's first accelerating, you'll get a slight speed boost off of it. It's not major if you miss it, though. Hey, here's my favorite part of 80%. Skip the whole section. No boss, no nothing. Just leave. That's why I don't run Hundo, because I don't like going through that castle. It takes forever. My category is a superior category. You get to play all of Kirby and you get to just skip the entire castle. I was worried that was gonna happen. Jerk. I'm gonna actually stop and refill life here. That's one little save rooms right there. You can jump on the bed, save your game. I don't even do that. Ice is one of the powers I would take to this boss because I'm the Ice Queen. Ice and Mirror are my favorites. But at the same time, like, yeah, this part kind of sucks. You have to kind of feather fall your way down. Unless you know the pattern, which I don't remember that stuff. There you go. Ice, Mirror, or Hammer is extremely effective here. But Ice is mostly relegated to, like, jump attacks, honestly. You get a little bit more flexibility with Mirror here. That was a little bit too early. There we go. Okay, I kind of messed that up. So that's Wham Bam Rock right there. Wham Bam Rock is pretty simplistic in nature. The pattern's pretty much the same every time, just use whatever your best weapon is to actually kill it as fast as possible. Mirror is definitely the safest thing though. Unless you're like going into stone strats, which is really weird. Stone is a power many people don't use, I've noticed, which, you know, makes sense because it's extremely slow. But you can also immune like a ton of damage you would normally take otherwise. Except for pits. Pits are really bad. And you find yourself gravitating towards them pretty quickly. So yeah, buy a Great Cave Adventure. No castles here. These castles are in the sky now instead. Alright, time for most people's favorite, which is Revenge of Meta Knight. This is one of the harder games in the whole circuit. And also the longest because you have to go through a ton of conversation. I'm not going to narrate this run. Normally I would, but my voice has been pretty problematic lately, so I'm just going to kind of rest myself a little bit. Grab a yo-yo here, and we're going to be using it as long as we humanly can. This has the coolest layout for all of the Kirby's in this game, though. Grayskull, thank you so much for the big raid of 211. Much appreciated. Welcome everyone to Boss Battle Childhood Hunger. This is a donation marathon for Random Acts. Exclamation point donate if you want. Exclamation point schedule to see what all is coming up next for the remainder of the runs. And the runs before this if you want to check out the VODs when they go up later. And, yeah. That's pretty much all the commands. Thanks for the good luck, much appreciated. This has been a pretty decent run so far. Haven't really had any big screw-ups. Okay, that wing on is actually kind of a troll. I don't know her name. She's just like some unnamed thing. I had food off of that drop and immediately lost it. If you're looking for VODs, I will definitely recommend everything before this, but I will give special shoutouts to the Zelda run I did last night, which was also like one of the funnest runs I've had here at RGL on a marathon, so... That is my preferential right there. So nothing really going on here. This is an auto-scroller. Hey, we can actually talk about our charity a little bit, since this is a donation marathon. So Random Acts is a 501c3, which means it is actually a non-profit here in the United States. Which, non-profits are cool because they operate for other people. And for these other people this time, we are here for needy families and children, so everything you donate this weekend will be going towards Random Acts helping out other people. We have been doing this particular Feed the Kids / Boss Battle Childhood Hunger Marathon for as many years as I've been here, so I'm happy to be a part of it every year that I can be, so looking forward to having you all here for the remainder of the weekend as well. I personally have 2 more runs coming tomorrow night. Yo-Yo is not the best power in the universe versus Wispy Woods, though. Yeah. Marathons are a wonderful thing to take part of. I highly recommend doing so. !Discord if you want to join our events Discord and hang out with us and talk about different things and participate in some of our weekly content as well. Okay, that was actually a good double right there. Say we have Random Mondays where everybody plays randomizers on Mondays. We also do weekly asyncs, which is us playing the games at our own leisure and just cooperating and finishing the games. And there is a lot of other weekly content we have here, so I believe it's every day. As of this VOD in the future here, every day but Thursday right now has something. So make sure you check us out during normal weekly schedules as well. Okay, buddy, I think you need to stop that. Grabbing ice right there is an extremely useful part of time, but I'm keeping on Yo-Yo here for the meantime. Rip COVID. I'm glad to see you're still here with us, though. Here with us every single stream for the most part. Giving us all sorts of crazy puns. You can grab a hammer here if you want. I'm not going to because I'd rather have Yo-Yo, ironically. This is like the only part of the run where I actually want Yo-Yo over my normals. So yeah, as you're seeing here, it's a generous timer, but it is a timer all the same, so keep that in mind when you're playing through this mode. It's easier with some powers to climb up that than others. Alright, here you must grab a fire power of some sort. I'm accidentally killing them all. I don't think you get Jet before this, but Jet also works here too instead of just fire. Okay, let's try that again. The left one is a fake, don't do it, it explodes and it hurts you. Bye, helper. Hi, Dynablade. She's not mad at us anymore. Hooray! She's actually helping us. And getting attacked. Crap. Dynablade, no! Help her move. Help her move. Get away from me. There we go. I was hoping it wasn't going to try to eat the flame power up, which would have been really bad. Please. Stone enemies are really annoying. Down you go. But yeah, this is a very good soundtrack for this particular section of the game. That's not a great damage boost, but here's what it is. Yeah, I normally narrate Meta Knight because it's fun. But yeah, my voice has just been crapped out lately, so... Not so much narrating. But the last run, we did do Krang, and that was totally worth it. Can you, like, just die already? Okay. Again, I am trying to keep Yo-Yo as long as possible. Crash wouldn't be a bad power here, but I don't think Yo-Yo Partner is particularly intelligent enough to actually let me keep it long enough. Okay, here's the room where I just die the majority of the time. Yeah. That was a complete accident. Yep. So guess what? It's ninja time. Exclamation point ninja in chat if you haven't in a while. Exclamation point ninja is a good command. Highly recommend it. Would you stop trying to attack me, thanks? Just die. Thank you. So yeah, at least with the yo-yo we lost, we get to grab it back right here. I don't care what happens to the ninja here. What I do care about is dealing with combo cannon as fast as possible. The front doesn't need to be killed, but it also makes attacking it a heck of a lot easier and safer to do, so that's why I get rid of it. Oh good, you tried to grab helper. That's great actually, thank you. I need that. Please. Okay. I need that. I don't know why you're taking that from me so much. Actually, you know what? Nobody in chat did it, so I'm doing it. There we go. The best command on RGL. That was kind of awkward. That's a lot of unnecessary damage. That's unfortunate. Can't take away my fun. Who says it can't be shared with others? I am a very sharing and caring individual, so... Alright, I'm taking it a little safe here because I'm at half health. Well, less than now. Thanks for the food drop. Good. Yep. Remember, I'm keeping yo-yo as long as humanly possible. It's the most versatile power you can use for this game mode, honestly. It's not restricted by any sort of DPS problems like some of the other stuff has. Ice makes a certain boss kind of easy, though, which, you know, we're just gonna have to deal with that, I guess. So as we're traveling through and just casually blowing up parts of Meta Knight's ship, you get to hear all the conversations over the intercoms. Grab all the tomatoes because we're trying to feed the kids here. So yeah, welcome to Heavy Lobster 2. Heavy Lobster 2 is indestructible in this first section, so run. The actual any percent like glitch runs do a lot of cool stuff with it, just like pushing themselves through the floor here. I don't know how to do any of that, so I'm just passing through the normal way. Okay, getting yourself up to the final floor here. Cat picture indeed. Yeah, I generally play Link to the Past rando during Random Mondays. So Heavy Lobster there, when it opens up its claw, it will either do a fire attack or it will throw a projectile at you. It's a 50-50, and we've lost twice, so take that for what you will. Blocking will deal damage to you with some attacks, but at the same time it will also deal chip damage to your opponents as well, in most cases. Yep. We are destroying the heck out of this ship. Also, this is a secret area right here. Why is this a secret? I don't know. But here, grab this. Grab Crash too if you want. If you don't have a yo-yo still, just grab Crash. Because neither of those are particularly useful to you right now in the upcoming areas. Yeah, the reason why I go through the secret area gives us enough invincibility to go through this area. But you can get shot out of the air by plasma, and it's pretty unfortunate. Yo-yo lets us scam this. I think it also lets us skip that part too. Grabbing the safety one up here, it's an easy stop. You only lose a couple seconds, and more importantly, this run can kill you in a couple spots, so just something to keep in mind for later. Poor mech. Speaking of Final Fantasy bosses, later on in our marathon, by wonderful new friend of our runner community here at RGLtv, who's going to be playing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest with us. It's not exactly FF1 like our seasonals have been for the past couple, but you know what, we're going to have fun anyways, that's what matters most. So yeah, Yo-Yo kind of sucks to deal with this particular part of the canon. It's an optional part to kill, but it does speed things up immensely if you can kill it. So yeah, just spam A here. And the wheelies are escaping. Freedom! We're just liberating everything on this ship, including the ship's ability to fly. And that's the abandoned ship call right there. We can have a helper for this part for free. I think I'll just do it. I'll probably instantly regret it, but oh, it didn't respawn. Frick. That's unusual for it not to respawn. Come here. Give me that back. I changed my mind, you're useless. See what happens when I try to be nice to Helper? Helper just trolls me instantly. Alright, time for the part you really brought Yo-Yo for. The last gauntlet of this particular thing before the final boss. Why is this a good thing? Because Yo-Yo throw is secretly kind of busted. Because the ricochet damage also counts as heavy damage too, for some reason. See, look at that. It's nice and easy to clean up. Yo-Yo is really good. I think it's only good for Meta Knight, though. Speaking of Meta Knight... guess what? I'm gonna show you how to not do a sword duel. Give me that back. Sword sucks. Yo-Yo instead. Yeah, that hurts a bit if you don't dodge that. Away with you. Okay, now we're forced to have a helper. Save us, helper! This is like your one true mission right here. Also, good morning, Aqua. It's good to see you in chat once again. We'll never escape. Maybe. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, Meta Knight. Whatever lets you sleep at night, thinking that you're actually going to stop us. It's kind of funny like that. And we're clear. Alright, welcome to the second last game in this category. Time to have some fun. Remember what I said about abusing hammer earlier? We're going to be doing that here. So in order to complete Milky Way wishes, we must unite the planets and activate our star portals. I am going in the wrong direction. You rotate through the seasons here. I am going to winter. Why? Because winter has one of the only powers I care about this entire run of Milky Way. I'm the Ice Queen, remember? And I am actually an ice cube. So you must rotate yourself through the seasons in order to chop down the trees to progress through the area. This one goes through autumn. Swap to winter here. Because otherwise you get caught in this little waterfall coming up. But here you can just frost yourself through it. If you want to get Cutter, it's right there, but I don't, because Cutter sucks. It's in, like, summer, if I remember right. That. Back to autumn one more time. Oh, you almost got me there. Good for you. Ice. Super hot DPS action. Blink and you miss it, it's already gone. What's up, BBC? Looking forward to your run right after this one. Speaking of awesome runners to follow, EBC is a wonderful portable runner, so go hang out with our friend right there. Me, if you're really interested in what I do, which, hey, I don't blame you if you're not, whether you are. But if you are, I do a lot of retro stuff. I also do a lot of variety things too. I'm also a MOBA player, so if you enjoy ASMR streams, I also do that for MOBA games, so. I'm gonna grab the safety food here because I just took a ton of damage for no reason. Might as well grab the one up too. And we have wonderful people in this community who remember every single random meme thing we do during marathons. I am sure I have some sort of cursed memories somewhere in someone's mind in our chat community. We love them for it here, so. I mean, if you want to start by learning what happened to me last night, yeah, that was pretty funny during Zelda, so go watch that right after it comes back up. I know I keep saying that, but at the same time, it's a really, really funny run. That was actually one of my favorites. So, once you get a pedestal, you have the power to use it in an unlimited format. I'm gonna skip. Oh wait, I went to the wrong portal. Oops. You can grab beam there, I'm not gonna grab it. I went the wrong way. I meant to go up here. Because going up to here will spill you back into the main area. And that will get you to the end here. Yeah, sometimes on the very, like, weird chance I want to grab beam, or actually practice for 100% Milky Way, that's another thing. God, I wish I had mirror for this boss. So chat, I want to ask you guys a little bit of something. There is going to be a boss gauntlet coming up at the end of this run before the second helping. I want to know what power of mine specifically you would like to see. The choices will only extend to ice, hammer, or mirror though. I will let you guys choose my fate for the boss gauntlet. If you want to put up a poll or something like that, feel free to. If not, I'll keep tally in my head. Each of them has their own pros and cons for the boss gauntlet. Some bosses are easier than others depending on which power I have. That looks like 2 hammers so far. Okay, that was not nice. Maybe someday I'll get into the other ones, like maybe Yo-Yo or something like that, but Yo-Yo Gauntlet is pretty slow. Alright, so Sky High here has Jet, Wing, something else too, I forget which. But we're looking for this particular entrance right here, which will take us out of this area and into the boss. You can play around in there. There's a power that's hidden in the doorways there, but it takes a little bit to find. Which is why I generally don't grab it. I would love to do Mirror personally, so I guess that's my vote. Mirror Gauntlet is pretty fun. It only sucks during the final boss. It's good everywhere else in the run, though, for the Gauntlet. So we're looking at 2 hammers and 1 mirror. Any other takers? You have until the end of Milky Way to decide. Which is going to be a little while still, so you have plenty of time to think about it. Ow. But yeah, losing your powers isn't so bad. I actually should have grabbed that food, but at the same time I don't really need to right here. That's bad. I'm gonna take the safety food here. Gotta open that up. Ow. They have been, like, taking my powers pretty liberally this actual marathon. Holy yeah. Like, it feels like every time I'm getting hit, I'm just literally losing a power here and there. This is some precision flying right here. And I'm failing horribly because Gordo decided to be a jerk. The tomato would have been nice, but it's not like super mandatory. Because there's one right up there. I find it a little bit easier to aim diagonally up there, but you can also just aim to the right, it'll be fine. So we didn't see this boss because this boss was in the Castle of Great Cave Adventure. This is Chameleon Arm. Chameleon Arm is pretty weak to ice damage. Rude. Thank goodness I stopped for the tomato, I'd be dead already. So we're actually grooving pretty hard here. I'd like to say I'm making a run on my PB. I can't say for certain though. It all depends on how things are going to work out in the next few levels. If I die anywhere, it's probably going to be the end of the PB though. Oop. You should take things out of the freezer before you cook them. So here's Bomb if you really want to grab Bomb. I don't care. It's not one of the powers I'm actually looking for here. You kind of offed yourself. Nice. You made my job that much easier. The power that I do want from Cavios, however, is right here. Remember what I said about abusable hammers? Well, let me show you real quick. Bye, hammer. Bye, hammer. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Eat that. What are you attacking exactly? Are you mental or something? Bonkers is kind of weird, and that's not okay. Safety food. I should still be on hammer here, but I'm not. Which is okay. Because Ice Wham Bam Rock isn't bad either. He kind of is bonkers, honestly. Actually, you know what? Here. I'm actually going to shorten this, because this fight is easier with us. There you go. Bye, helper. Bye, helper. That was a pretty awful Wham Bam, too. Helper kind of screwed up my hitboxes, so I wasn't able to get the quick kill on that. Also, being on ice for the first part of it didn't help either, but you know what, it's fine. Killing Wham Bam with ice is not that bad, you just have to use your jump attacks quite a bit. We're gonna get the candy mandatorily for sure. There you go. Getting the one up there is kind of hard. You pretty much have to have a helper or something. Like an actual competent helper, not an AI one. I'm gonna make a slight detour here and grab Yo-Yo because Yo-Yo is fun. And it also makes the section a little bit easier. It does add 1 to the rotation though, that's the only bad thing about it. Rude. Gordo, please. I'm sure there's probably an emote for that somewhere in the Kirby community. Alright, and here is Plasma, by the way. I haven't been naming the powers off as I've been going along, but Plasma's in the top left corner. Rude. Alright. Up we go. On to our final planet, which is Half Moon. We're getting our last power here. This power is completely optional, but if you know me, and you've been listening and paying attention to the past several minutes of this run, you'll know what I'm grabbing. It's much faster to actually just slide in here and grab the Warp Star as opposed to going through the rest of those. Alright, so in order to grab what I'm looking for here, we're going to need hammer again. You do need some sort of smashing source, either the hammer or stone. Maybe copy if there's an enemy in here, you can copy that has the ability to do that. Or you can just use the minecarts and ignore what I'm saying, but there you go. It is easy to screw that up and kill yourself, unfortunately. Right. But yeah, that's like the last time you really get to ride the minecart, but eh. We gotta go fast, we don't have time to ride around the minecarts. That's not what I wanted to do. And he's on the list, lovely. Nest. I just want out of that room. That was way harder than it should have been. Hashtag thanks, helper. Please just meet your friend Gordo and get out of my face. That'll work. Remember what I said about usable hammers? Well, guess what we're gonna go do. RPG 2 is made very simple by the fact you always have hammer. Red Dragon is kind of annoying. I saw a mirror here to block. Nah, I guess I didn't have to. Because it does this attack. If you have either mirror or stone, you can just ignore that though. Everything else will take damage, including ice blocking. What do we got this time? Humor points, nice. Ambition points, sure. Tenderness points, aw. Courage points, yay. Happy smile points, good stuff. But just one love point. That's 2 love points total, so you know what, that's fine, I guess. It's like getting heart pieces in, like, a Zelda game. You're just like, okay. It's been about an hour, folks, so casual reminder to stretch and relax yourself a little bit. And also check out the remainder of the schedule if you haven't for the marathon. We're here for you all weekend. And if you have a little, please consider donating. I would greatly appreciate that. Even if it's only like $5, like I gave earlier in the marathon. Every little bit does help needy families, so. Love you all, no matter what you're able to give. Time, energy, word of mouth, all good stuff. So yeah, auto-scrollers gets a little bit faster here, just, you know, fly through it. Ow. Don't hit the walls or you take a butt ton of damage. This includes in the next area too. Alright, so Heart of Nova. You will see me kill this in an extremely specific pattern. And I will explain why once we hit the other part of this. Why do we not kill the one back here? We want to kill this one because it's the easiest to maneuver around, plus it would stop and throw us back towards that one that's just flat out stuck there, and we would just take a ton of unnecessary damage trying to kill it. Because killing that, as opposed to killing the one out before that, is just really annoying. Yep, this game did a lot. Alright, so chat seems to be voting for hammer instead of ice or mirror for the final gauntlet, so you have until the end of this boss fight to decide whether you want to tie the vote with another mirror vote or just continue with hammer. Hammer marks kind of sucks. I don't really care for it that much. Alright, that's a tie vote. Just for the sake of being contrary, nice. It's free damage though, nice. Move marks. Yeah, flashing lights warning. I did mention both of these games are photosensitive though, so just something to keep in mind. If you're going back in the VODs. Don't get caught in that. It does a lot of damage. So 108. Okay. That is the end of that, but we have more in this run, which is the arena. This counts towards 80% AMG, so I will be doing it because that gives you a star on the menu there. Alright, since the vote's tied, I'm going to break it myself. Oh, you think I'm going to take that? You're funny. You're funny, game. Welcome to Dash Scamming 101. That took more damage than it should have. But Meta Knight just does that sometimes. D&D, this is fine. As I mentioned previously in Spring Breeze, he changes his attack pattern whenever you hit him, so you can stun lock him with ice. Or you can just do that a whole lot. Dash scamming 101 is good. Combo cannon. I'm not a fan of doing this with this much life, but okay. So the first time Combo Cannon does the big laser there, it will not try to elevate you into the laser. That's why you want to try and kill it before it does it again. There we go. But now you can just do this. And just watch out for the hands. No. Bad hand. Alright, so we took a couple of small hits there, so nothing too major, fortunately. That's easy. You can kill it with mirror, it's just kind of annoying. Wham Bam Rock should not be dangerous. Not with this power anyways. It's more dangerous with Ice or Hammer, ironically. Mirror is definitely the safest out of the abilities I have. Its only real weakness is Marks. Yeah, I'm gonna stop doing that right now. I am 100% healing after that one. Single Wispy wouldn't scare me, but that was enough damage to actually just make me heal anyways. That was more damage than I wanted. Oh well. Yeah, with like Hammer and Ice are a lot better versus Wispy and Double Wispy than Mirror is. I am not food, thanks. We need food to feed the kids. I am not the one being the food. Double Wispy. That feels kind of awkward. No. That's mini boss 2. That's your one chance to grab Cook for later, but there's not many things weak to it. literally just this and like one other fight, so it's just not really a good pickup. I need that. Okay, we're in kind of rough shape again. Fatty Whale is pretty easy though, as you've seen earlier with mirror scamming. That was the one thing I wasn't wanting them to do, but he just did it anyway. Chameleon Arm Mirror doesn't really, like, check a lot of boxes for the fun and interactive department. Of course, when he goes upstairs, then it's kind of hard to kill him. Okay, Krako is not bad with this power. It's mostly just bonking, though. Bonk, shield, move on with your life. RPG 3, no. I don't need to heal there. RPG 3 is pretty simple, it's just RPG 2. Except this time you don't have hammer abuse. So Evil Knight has 5-star attacks, everyone else has 3. I don't know why he just crits on the last one, even though he's defending, which reduces his damage intake. I like that. That's RPG 3. Pretty simple. La 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 la. I will heal for that because that fight tends to troll me more than often than not. Especially with anything but hammer. He died by blocking. Nice. And here's our little trooper. Look at the little Waddle Do. And I think it's Waddle Dee, actually. One of the two. He's trying. He actually hit me. Heavy Lobster 3. Nothing unusual here. Mirror makes this easier. Going back into dash is interesting. So, Dynablade with Mirror kind of sucks. This is like the other fight that isn't that great for this particular power-up. If you want to just sit here and do this, you can also do that too. Which is actually a little bit better. And safer. You also reflect her air power, like, as well. And she does little air fireballs at you. Heart of Nova 2, literally same as before. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Alright, so we're coming up into the final boss here. We are leaving one tomato to help feed the kids, because that's what we're here for in this marathon. And let's do this. Unfortunately, you are relegated to bonking, which isn't particularly fast DPS, but at the same time it's extremely safe. This isn't like stone levels of safe, but at the same time you're not taking much damage here unless you're like too close. Okay, you take damage from that, sorry about that. That's stone only blocking right there. Come down here. Yep. There you go. 919 is actually not a bad IGT for Arena. GG. Now, if this were a normal run of mine, normally this is where I would say goodbye right here. But you know what? You all donated for it, so we're gonna go ahead and get a second helping of Gourmet Race. So, we're back. Oh, and you get the sound test after unlocking the arena here if you want to like go and listen to the music of the game. Alright, so we did, it was what? 197, it was like 150 something. Let's see if we can actually beat that. The first run was actually pretty flawless, but I don't think there's much time I can actually pick up here. I think I already just lost it. Yeah, I definitely lost it. Okay, I was just playing bad. You were supposed to remember what time it was, chat, that I finished the first run of this one? Oh well. I know I haven't beaten it, so enjoy the first run being better. Skipping that might have saved me a second or two, though. I've never gone the bottom route before. We might get over 200 food this time, though. Maybe. Oh yeah, we definitely are not beating our PV on those. Which I don't even remember what the PV is, but it definitely isn't as good as the last round, so that's what it is. Let's finish strong though. Let's see if we can get 200 food. That's not one I normally pick up, but yeah, food percent. Feed the kids! Feed the kids! Missed the egg, darn. Okay. So we definitely food percented this. 2:09, let's go. What was the time? Yeah, 55. Oh well. Anyways, that's Kirby Superstar. If you're all watching and want to see more of me, tomorrow you're going to be seeing 2 more runs, which would be a lot of the fun, chaotic runs that I have coming up, which is Earthbound PK Scramble and Snowboard Kids. Those will be tomorrow night. You have a lot of content in between now and then, so go ahead and keep it right here on RGL. I want to give a special thanks to everybody for being as kind as you are. Chat, staff, same as always. Like, I've been here for so many years now, and it's just like, I'm really happy to be here each and every time you guys come in, so thank you for that. So yeah, coming up next, EVC's got Kirby's Dream Land to finish off our little mini block, and then later on you've got a lot of goodies, so pay attention to the schedule, and just, I'll drop that in chat for you one more time. And if you can, please consider donating, we'd really appreciate it. It goes towards a great cause, as it does every year. And until the next time, this has been your Retro Gaming Idol. It has been a pleasure as always. I said pressure, but pleasure. Alright, I love you all. I'm probably going to bed. Let's see. Yeah, alright. See you all soon. Thanks for watching. Keep it nice and cozy. Bye now.